London's knife crime epidemic continues with a police officer in hospital after being stabbed with a machete in the early hours of this morning. The incident took place in Leighton, East London, as the police attempted to stop a man driving without insurance. Despite serious injuries to his head and body, the officer managed to use a taser against the aggressor and is expected to make a full recovery. A 56-year-old man has been charged with attempted murder. Well, the attack coincided with a trip to Downing Street for 6 youngsters who have been directly affected by knife violence. They delivered a 12-point manifesto to the Prime Minister on how to tackle the problem. The letter calls on Boris Johnson to make the eradication of knife crime his top priority. The teenagers worked with the all-party parliamentary group on knife crime, along with 2 youth charities as part of their campaign. Well, included in their 12-point plan is an increase in the number of available homes. They also want more youth services and jobs for youngsters, and they're calling for more officers on the streets to build stronger relationships with communities. The Home Office says it is working to combat the knife crime crisis.
This government will not stand by while more young lives are lost. We are determined to crack down on the scourge of knife crime.
Earlier, I was joined by community activist and youth advocate Sace Holmes-Lewis. He called on young people's opinions to be taken more seriously when tackling knife crime.
I think that young people need to be consulted more often when it comes to implementing policy and in terms of voicing their opinions on how we can kind of counteract this problem of serious youth violence. And I think young people need to be empowered and should feel that they are able to get across what they feel and how they want to shape services and go forward in life.
It's all very well to blame perhaps austerity, but shouldn't really also we be questioning the personal responsibility of somebody carrying a knife? It's their own individual choice, isn't it? It's all very well to blame all these other social conditions.
Yeah, I think it's multifaceted in terms of the issues that we're facing. You can't pinpoint and say it's just one thing. Austerity is a massive part of it, but also, as I said, a lack of accountability and a lack of empathy in young people in terms of carrying out these acts of violence. It's very, very important that they understand how it impacts not only the people that they're attacking, but also the families and the society at large.
And what about more police officers, for example? That's cited in this manifesto on the street.
I think there is a part to play for police and having more police in terms on the streets. However, I think that training and police to build relationships with the community, and those especially from the African and Caribbean communities, is very, very important to build relationships so that they reinstate trust between the community and the police, because it's very, very difficult to have real meaningful conversations with police if you're from these communities.